Hi there, everybody. This is Jessica Dunn with the JC Realty team, and I have two special guests today. I have Christy Lawson with House Envy and Amanda Brady with Clear Space Design.
It's like a mirror image.
I know. I'm opposite sides, so it feels weird when you're taping.
It is weird.
I know.
It's weird.
I'm always like fixing my hair, but I go the wrong way. I'm making it even more of a rat's nest. It's hilarious when I do these things.
You should have a squirrel now going across the screen.
So I brought these ladies on today to talk about something that I find a lot of people are kind of getting into these days, where they're either renovating a really old house and gutting it to the studs and bringing it back to life, or designing their dream home. And I feel like a lot of people think that hiring a designer actually costs them too much money and they're just not in the budget, we can't do it. But actually it's the opposite. And I thought I'd have you guys on today to kind of go over a few things of why it's so important to have a designer on hand from the get-go, and how it actually saves you money in the long run. If you can. Well, maybe not with your taste.
Right.
Girls, be ready to preach over here.
I think the first most important point is we aren't here doing this video, but also here when we go on consult with potential clients. We're not here to sell ourselves. If you don't see value in working with a designer, it's not going to be valuable for you, right?
No.
But if you do see value in working with a designer, and you know your own strengths, but also recognize your own weaknesses when it comes to making decisions, maybe making decisions with a partner. We're also part-time marriage counselors.
Yes,
so
I always say if you can get through a renovation with your spouse, you could pretty much get through.
You can get through anything.
There's so many moving parts to an overall finished design. It's not just, here's a pretty picture of what we did, or here's a Pinterest picture from a client, can you make this? There's so much that goes into that. So having us as designers, or whoever you hire as a designer, to kind of take that picture and extract all of the pieces.
Okay, so give me some ideas of how you guys do help out a client when they're like, have no idea where to even begin. Where is a good place?
We listen. We ask questions and we listen. That's the beginning of any job. Right?
I think that allows us to figure out where they're feeling overwhelmed in the process. Where's the breakdown? You know what I mean? I like to get involved right from the get-go. Like I want to rip apart those floor plans. I want to make sure that whatever was designed for you, if it wasn't designed out of our office, that you've thought of furniture placement. I feel like that when you're approving a floor plan design, there's nobody usually part of that team that offers that service to say, okay, we've now figured out the layout of your home. When you walk into this room, what do you want to see? How do you envision it? It's so functional at that point that they don't get to live in this little bit of a dream state where they're like, okay, I want like a fully upholstered bed. I've always envisioned like a super high headboard. So we try to design with floor plans out of this office for the finished product, not the how is the backsplash going to look. How are you going to have guests in your home out of your kitchen and provide experience
the things that you tell
them?
us are important to you in the very beginning.
How do you want to live in this home?
How do you want to live? How do you want it to function for you? That's first. Everything else is secondary. Honestly, that's...
Well, the rest is easy.
How
it's going to look is...
that's the easy part.
I know when I was building my first house with my husband, I was so overwhelmed with all the choices. Like,
lighting
where do I
will
even
kill you.
start? Like, I don't even know where to, like, so that's, I feel like where I would have really needed a designer. Like, we'd work really well as a team, but like when you have hundreds and thousands of paint colors to choose from, and you don't really know where to even go or start, I think.
And you're also now bombarded with so much more external opinions from people. As soon as you tell somebody you're renovating or building, they know what you want. There's Pinterest and House, so you're
it's
scrolling.
Like being pregnant.
And you're scrolling Instagram and you're bombarded with things, and all of a sudden you're not a baker, but heck, you're going to put in this custom baking counter and spend all of this money because somebody on Pinterest did it and you liked it. Like, it's those things that we weed through, right? Like,
it's also like if you were going to a retail store because you needed a little black dress for that night, and you walk out with 5 items and none of them are a black dress because you just got overwhelmed and sidetracked by the amount of selection you have.
Yeah.
So when we put a finished package together for a client, whether it's a custom build or a renovation, we pull all the finishes together and present it as a package. So I think that disconnect between working with maybe a builder or a general contractor is they piecemeal it out for you, which is where you get overwhelmed and over your head. So they'll say, listen, we have the floor plan figured out, but this week we're ready for your plumbing fixtures. Can you go get them? And you're like, oh, plumbing fixtures. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then you start piecing it together, and you've lost the overall vision because you're one product specific. Right. And that's where you slowly just start detouring off your...
And it's our job as designers, because we live, eat, and breathe this. We have a really good handle on what's out there.
Yeah.
So what would take you weeks or months
your
to find, it's like this Rolodex
and you know exactly
of
where to find
fixtures
it and for the best price.
Whereas
I would be like, where
would you even go?
I'd be in a rabbit hole.
Well, you go to Home,
spending hours.
To Home Depot. Yeah. I need a fixture.
Yeah.
You know, or I need a faucet, which there's lots of
and then you end up buying a 3-hole faucet when your sink is a single hole. Like there's all of these things that, so that's where the saving you time and money and stress really comes in.
Yeah.
Like that's... Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me today, and I love everything you guys do. I'm like a huge girl crush over here. Love everything you guys work on.
Thank you.
I'll throw some awesome pieces that you guys have done in this last year too, so people can get a feel of what you're doing.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
See ya.